What is up, Team Boosted? Welcome to another video. In this video we're putting things where they don't necessarily belong, and by that I mean the S13 subframe is going in our 240Z. If you're new to the channel, we're trying to make our 240Z run at least 10s, and if you know anything about these cars, you know that the rear end is complete shit. So we found a solution, and that's the entire S13 subframe.
Definitely looks like it's going to take extensive fabrication, so we're about to head out to Harbor Freight to get some slicey boys and murder discs.
But that, of course, he means saw blades and cut-off wheels and all sorts of things like that. Basically, everything that's under the car right now needs to be destroyed to make room for the new subframe. In addition to that, we're also going to we're also going to cut out the spare tire compartment to make sure that we got room for a fuel cell. So someone mentioned that they want this as documented as possible. We're going to do our best, but this is a very large project. It's not just a simple mod. So enjoy the ride.
Yeah, let's do it.
Get the thin teeth ones.
Yeah,
get some long ones.
Smallest one.
Smallest ones. Grab those. Some flappy boys, some cutty boys, and
Slicey boys.
Slicey boys and murder discs.
yeah, there we go. Perfect. What's your shirt say, Devin?
Mustache rats, 5 cents.
Is it because of this mustache? Okay, so what we're gonna want to do is get this as high as possible. So we're probably gonna want to cut this out and kick this up a little bit. In addition to that, we're having some clearance issues right here, so we're going to cut out this section and go higher with the frame. And basically what we want to do, also spare tire thing, we're going to get rid of this entire thing right now because it's going to make raising this up easier. We need to cut a lot of material out of the car, so we're going to get started doing that. Give us a better idea of how this is going to go. So the very first thing that obviously has to happen is we got to cut out the spare tire compartment. I'll show you guys what that looks like. It's all of this material, so we're going to cut that out and then cut as much as we can away until we hit the frame rails on either side. That's going to leave us with enough space for a fuel cell. He's got his safety glasses on, and he's going to just get started.
Safety shades.
You know where to cut, right, bud?
Yeah.
Oh, what? It's like one piece. Why isn't it oh, the jack stand. You gotta pick it up through the top, right?
Yeah, I don't have it cut all the way through on this back side though, so I'm trying to wiggle it off.
Oop. Don't let it make you its bitch, Devin. If anyone needs a spare tire compartment, this is actually in really good condition. Hit us up.
One more snip.
One more snip. Ooh, shit. I know this is an issue with a lot of people's Datsuns, and this one is solid. Oh, also guys, that gas tank over there, it's in great condition. We're adding the fuel cell. If anyone wants the gas tank, hit us up. Team Boosted at boostedshades.com. And we'll work something out.
Yeah, this is actually, it's got the lip on it and everything. You just cut out the thing, drop it in, weld it. It'll be solid.
Let's take a look at this hole. Yeah, there's definitely a lot more room now. I could see the subframe. Alright, let's stage 2 now. We're gonna want to
cut more shit.
Yeah, we're gonna cut more stuff. Explain what we're gonna cut as soon as we sit down and figure it out.
We don't even know.
We don't even know yet.
I think the goal should be to get this up in there, which is another 5 inches or so up.
Okay, so what's going on here is the seatbelt pockets, which I want to point to that real quick.
These guys right here.
Those are in the way. It's not going to allow us to get the subframe high enough, so those need to come out. And then we're going to notch the frame slowly as we need to get the subframe into position. And we're going to just do a little bit at a time, take the lowest amount of material away as possible, and then reinforce the whole thing. and Sam was just saying it's going to be stronger than it probably ever was. So
yeah, it's going to take a little while because, you know, we got to trial and error, take a little bit out, take a little bit out, take a little bit out, but it'll make it worth it so that we don't need to, like, we're not just butchering this thing and then trying to rebuild it entirely.
It's a lot less intimidating now that there's nothing under here though, and you can kind of see how this is going to come together.
Yeah, very similar shape, just we need more room right here.
Yep.
On either side.
So Devin's gonna get cutting again. All right, this is day 2, and this is just how Devin walked out here. What are you doing? Did you get something in your face, or?
Yeah, dude, it's hot. Shooting sparks in my face.
Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. But where'd you get that bandana?
It's the dog's bandana.
So we're making the first of many cuts. We can't do one side at a time because then we can't see how much progress we've made. So we got to do both sides and then put the subframe up, and then do both sides and put the subframe up. Devin's cutting out the seatbelt thing with shits right now.
Yeah, little buckets.
Little seatbelt buckets. Damn, bro, where'd you get those shades?
Hey.
Oh, those are fresh. Where'd you get those?
Dude, Freedom Frames, bro. BoostedShades.com, dude. Get you a pair. $10.
Yeah, support your boy. This shit's like the DPW. 3 dudes supervising, one guy working. So this is why I got to keep the shield on yours, and we'd have it on ours, but we don't know where it is because the disc breaks apart, and then it
does shit like that.
And then it shrapnels your arm and makes you sad.
That's why they're called murder.
Adam doesn't know about that, I guess. He's a little mind blown right now. Kid's a champion. It's really like not cutting anything because it's from Harbor Freight.
Harbor Freight, dude.
And it doesn't work that good.
Damn.
Dude, where'd you get those shades?
Dude, Freedom Frames, bro. You like these?
Yeah, dude, those are fresh. Support your boys. BoostedShades.com.
So we cut out these buckets here, the seatbelt buckets. We cut off some mounting tabs down low. We cut off the brake line holders, and we've notched this a little bit. So now we're gonna put the subframe back under here, lift it up, and just kind of see where it's landing now. We're gonna have a lot more that we need to cut off, but gotta eyeball it as we go.
In here?
Yeah, so that'll be...
Okay, so what's happening is the mounts for the control arms on the S13 subframe are going to hit where the stock frame rail is currently located. So what we're going to do is build a new frame rail that's about 2 inches to the inside on either side, and that's going to allow us to get this into the proper position. Also, we're going to kick this up a little bit and cut these counterweights off the ends because they're not really that important. They kind of get in the way.
We're going to take out all of this extra crap in here so that
there's a lot of double layer metal in here. Yeah. And then obviously our car had the optional undercoat. We'll come in here with the flappy wheel, get rid of all of that. Basically the goal is to get this up to the all the way up to this rail that goes across.
Yeah, it'll be back a few inches. We'll build a new crossbar, but it'll be on that level. So
a little bit more cutting to do. We'll drop this down, get some cutting going, and then we're gonna flappy wheel off all the undercoating and get the new frame rails mocked up for the back. All right, so this is getting pretty intricate, and we feel like this is a good spot to break this video up into at least one more, because next time we're gonna be doing a lot of grinding and welding, but for right now we'll show you what we've got. We've got obviously this cutout for the fuel cell. Fuel cell's on the way, and we got the smuggler's DINs cut out there. And we'll show you what we got going on down here. Determine that the frame needs to move inwards. So you got these frame rails, this one on Devin's side over there, and the issue is that it's hitting the subframe. So what we're gonna do is basically just emulate that with thicker steel and move it inwards.
Yeah, a few inches, so it'll be inwards like 3 or 4 inches, and then we'll just build these off of this frame rail and connect to this frame rail down here. So you got to bring these smugglers boxes in a little bit more, but once we do that, we'll have all the clearance we need over here, and with this steel, it's honestly going to be thicker and more rigid than it ever was.
Yeah, it's gonna be stronger than it ever was. This car's already not in terrible condition as far as going to be able to put power down. The issue with these cars is that a lot of the times they rust out, but this is a true no rust example. We actually haven't found any which kind of makes me feel a little bit bad about cutting this thing to pieces. But, you know, gotta do what you gotta do, and when it's over, we'll have replaced all of the metal that we cut out with fresh metal and thicker metal, so.
Yeah, and it'll be better than it previously was in the rear end, so
yeah.
It's worth it. It's an upgrade for sure.
So we're gonna stop here, and then the next video will be building a new frame in the back of the car. Not quite back halving this car, but basically just copying the factory rails, moving them in with thicker steel, and then building a frame for the fuel cell, and then we'll be able to start mocking up mounts for the S13 subframe. So exciting stuff.
Yeah, some more hacking and some more welding.
Alright guys, that's going to wrap yet another video up. Making some progress. We just literally explained everything, so we're going to cut to the chase and pick a winner for this video's giveaway. If you guys are not familiar with our channel, we give away products from BoostedShades.com every single video. Even if you guys don't win, we appreciate you checking out BoostedShades.com. It is the best way to support us and make sure that these builds keep happening.
Alright, this video's winner is Brian Rennell.
Alright, Brian, you can hit us up at Teamboosted at BoostedShades.com or through any of our social media platforms. We'll get back to you, ship you your prize. If you guys want to win, all you got to do is be subscribed, like, and leave a comment. We ask you guys things if you want to answer. If you got nothing, you know, if you want to answer, you can. If you just want to say whatever the hell you want, you can as well. This video's question is, this is probably the biggest project that we've done so far on this car in terms of like one mod. What's the
mod?
Yeah, mod. What's the biggest or most extensive project you've ever done? It could be a car. It could honestly be, you know, if you've like remodeled a fucking kitchen. It doesn't matter. So leave that in the comment section or any comment. You're eligible to win.
As always, guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.